great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, they're showing run to the left. They're trying to go bootleg back to the right, but you're seeing the speed defensively, sideline to sideline. They do such a good job in pursuit. It's going to be hard for this offense, I think, to use their speed in the misdirection game going to the perimeter.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Throwing Manning. With the catch, it's Smothers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Arch Madness. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Now, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught by Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fakes to grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That's caught. It's Smothers. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And wings it incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Hart's going to spin it again. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Finding some room, and he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Motion from the wideout. Here's Manning to throw. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Play action, here's Manning. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option, he just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Manning. Stands in and takes the hit. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Arch is going to throw for it. Got a man. It's Townsend. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the draw, it's Brown. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Arch to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Pocket breaking down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running inside, it's Williams. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch Madness. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. To the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The run inside. It's Williams. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Sooners who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Snatches it on the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out and gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Manning with a play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Brown. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Card in the backfield. It's Hudson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
To the air, it's Hammond. Over the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If you Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Throwing right. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To throw, Manning. He hurls one deep down the left side. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Manning gets it to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Stepping to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Manning to throw. Still looking on the move. Working that left side now. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Got his man on the right. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Here's a little room there. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. One more time, it's Brown. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this way.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Brown again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good